wherever, whenever, and whoever you are, and welcome to Little Lizards, as we are here with our scaly friends, and none of the flesh bags.
I wasn't expecting flashbacks.
Sorry,
No flashback.
Didn't know where I was going either.
I have a skeleton right now, so it's like not a
Right, there's not
That's
any
a
zombies
bone
around.
bag.
And there's a bunch of bones to play with, Waku.
I know.
Is Waku just like in the ball pit of Minotaur
He's
bones
the
now?
ball pit.
yes.
The dungeon's a minute.
Actually,
It's
the
like the
oubliette
dungeon.
is
What
the
is a
ball pit,
dungeon
isn't it?
but a ball pit for necromancers?
This place is awesome.
Right? I don't know about Annihilation, but yeah, Tomb of Awesomeness.
I really like. May I make a request for your Discord?
Mhm.
My favorite thing in every Discord is the quotes channel.
They are good times. They are good times. Welcome everybody. Good to see you, Aritis and McClover. Ah, thank you for those gifted subs as well. Timely.
Arigato.
You legend, McClover. Thank you so much, mate.
you.
Little happy birds. Okay, so let us dive in here and get that wheel spinning before anything else, because I have one from Aritis, and then I believe that's one each from the fabulous McClover. So if you would like to cause any shenanigans for people in chat, you can do so with a sub or a gifted sub, like those. both options have been previewed here. So here's mine from Aritis. What's it gonna be? Oops, all charisma. Get ready for some sexy monsters. Actually, I can't go too far. Matt, you get too angry if I do.
My favorite part is, you don't go too far because I am. What is it? Not Brackle. Ember is canonically ace as fuck.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, and 3 from McClover, going from the bottom up. Ember coming in with 8. Oops, all wisdom. Let me do
I
that.
will take that.
Enjoy, druid.
Yes. My
Wisdom.
fireball /
20 until the end of next session. Enjoy.
healing will appreciate this. Thank you.
Cool. Fantastic. Okay, and the great and powerful necromancer that is Waku.
Yes, I also want good stuff.
You can enjoy a random companion.
It seems to be a very popular choice for Waku.
You get a lot of friends. It's like everyone's
Right.
attempting to be your Jiminy
get one or two.
Cricket, but they all choose chaos.
And Disney Princess for me, which when I get Disney Princess, that means that all the creatures talk. Not that you can talk to the
That's
creatures.
Great.
Now we already have an
Clover,
awakened
you
friend
give
with
so many gifts.
Rascal on Amaris's shoulder, a little awakened lizard that you found a couple of sessions ago. You have been going through the Tomb of the Nine Gods here beneath the lost city of Ormu, seeking out the lair of the Lich Lord Larlock, trying to put an end to his evil schemes with the Soulmonger, keeping those souls from moving on to where they were supposed to take their final rest, and meaning that all of those that had been resurrected and brought back have lost their way once more. Oh, and inspiration for Waku as well. Thank you, Artis.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Ember, you have a crystal already.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
we are going to rejoin them here in the 4th level down in the dungeon. The main stairwell, as you can see there, has run out. There is nowhere else to go via the stairs there. Although, in their experiences so far, there has been a backlot kind of experience that they've discovered so far. There seems to be some little scurry holes, warrens, if you will, for our Cobalt appreciationists around the place. And there is a big hole in the middle of that stairwell, as you can see, that goes down to lower levels. And it has been explored in a rather violent way as our Echo Knight Hugh sent his Echo skydiving down and got a brief glimpse of plants and lichen and moss and greenery before his Echo was impaled on a rusty sprinkler, which canonically in the module is directly beneath the hole.
To the Echo. Good job.
May he rest in pieces.
May he rest in an alternate universe in peace.
Okay, let me make some notes here of those spins before I forget. So, moi, I got
Hey.
charisma, didn't I? And Disney Princess.
Wisdom.
And then we had Waku coming through with the companion, and Embro with
Was Aratus coming to the companion for me?
Very true, very true, very true. Now where did I?
Oh yes, there is a giveaway, folks. Should you be keen?
Please, when I find this list of companions for Josh to roll on, please talk about that, would you, Embro? Okay,
hello,
Scarlet Song.
everyone. Scarlet Song here. Your local, not a werewolf, cozy RPG dev. If you do the exclamation mark enter thing that has just been done by some of you within the chat, you may have a chance to receive a digital copy of Cottagecore Critters, which is available on RPG, itch.io, and Kofi. It is an adorable little system, good for all ages, even better for, honestly, I found out from parents wanting to teach their kids, and like an RPG for the first time. Very accessible. Simple mechanics. Your stats are Cottagecore and Critter. You roll dice at occasion, and it's very collaborative and creative. I have a great time. If you ever were a brony or love the works of Beatrix Potter or enjoy yourself a good dash of Stardew Valley, this may very well be the system for you, so consider. Cheers.
Oh, I missed out there. Friends, you can see Cottagecore Critters in action on Thursday evening or Friday morning. Join myself and some wonderful folks from across the Wakiverse to play this wonderful new game from Scarlet Song, and play along if you're the lucky winner and get your hands on a copy of the game. Which of these kind of critters will there be? We have fabulous people from the cast, our regular cast. We have the wonderful Maddie, not able to play today, but hopefully you're there for us on Thursday, Friday, to be crittering around. And the lovely Bridget coming back after a while. The fabulous Mike Grimm in chat will be joining us. I haven't seen him for a while either, so that's going to be great to catch up with both of them again. And from the wonderful world of the Uncaged anthology, we saw all of those incredible reworkings of various mythological creatures from levels 1 to 20. Incredible work on that anthology. The fabulous Unseelie Jess and Drazilian are going to be joining us from the Uncaged team to play this new game here. A wonderful crew of critters. And I can't wait to see what little beasties they're going to be. Keep your eye on the Discord if you want to see news about that and find out what's coming up later in the week. Also, happening next week, I can reveal that we are going to have our session 0, not on stream, but we are ready to roll with a new circle of investigators for Candela Obscura. And, sneak peek news, speaking of Candela Obscura, if you want to see it run in a different setting, not New Fair, I can offer you the chance, as QuestJunkiesUK will be teaming up with 3 black halflings to preview their new Kickstarter, a system-agnostic setting by the fabulous Jeremy Cobb, and we are welcoming the amazing author himself, as well as some other folks from their streams over at 3 Black Halflings, to play in this new setting. So come and see what it looks to have Candela Obscura away from the realms of New Fair and everything there. I think I really like to challenge myself to this kind of thing, because games like that are so tied into the setting, right? There's so many connections between the rules and the city. So I really like to show that it can be played elsewhere. Like our games of Candela Obscura are played in the Forgotten Realms. Our Tomb of Annihilation friends here discovered a circle of investigators in the jungle. Briefly.
I miss my girl.
Yeah. And we play over to the east in a little corner of the Forgotten Realms known as Halurua, which you can check that out. Hey, let's see, just hope you're doing well. Good luck with the giveaway. And the other setting that we like to play that is very linked to its location, Blades in the Dark. I think the last time I played that on stream, we played in Greyhawk. So
yeah, no, that's fun.
We do like to mix it up.
I really love Candela Obscura's drive mechanics. Like they're a lot. They're a good thing that needs to be done.
Right.
More.
I'm really looking forward to working with 3 Black Halflings in general, because they're fabulous people. But also just to have the chance to really kind of dissect the game and like just to cut out the mechanics and just think of it and then tie that to a different setting completely. Different factions, because the factions are so important, right? In Candela, the name of the game is the name of the faction. So I'm really looking forward to, because like our Forgotten Realms game, it's still Candela Obscura, right? They're just existing in different iterations of the universe. Whereas this one, I'm going to work with Jeremy and figure out who and what factions are available in that setting, and really focus there. And it's going to be exciting. Okay. Cheers, buddies. Let us dive in here. Last time we were here in the dungeon, down in the 4th level of the Tomb of the 9 Gods, we found the final tomb. We have found all 9 now. Congratulations.
We did it.
And the Trickster Gods, where they were destroyed by Lalok the Lich. How are we feeling? That, we know we're hunting and actively seeking a showdown with someone who killed 9 gods.
Well, did they kill 9 gods, or did they just
as much as you can kill a god.
Relocate them?
Forceful relocation. Yes. And the trappings of death are certainly there. They were put in a tomb. But yes, they have found, as you can see up in the top left here, they were in the last tomb, that of the flail snail presenting god Unk. And he, as you know, these various gods are keen for revenge against Lalok and are offering their abilities and strengths to the players. We have, with our friend Waku there, the fabulous Obolaka, who is a cautious god, but gives Waku the ability to attune to another magical item, which is very useful for a warlock. Embra is riding with Kubazan, our big froghemoth buddy.
My bro!
Who is given this druid warlock 23 strength and causes them to dash into silly things, which is very appreciated.
My strength was 8 before this. My strength was 8.
And unfortunately unable to be with us today, but Colby's Hugh is with Moa the Wise, who has given him the ability to... Hang on. Is that still the invisible one?
Yeah, Moa's invisible. Yeah. Didn't he take the one?
No, he took Shigambi.
Shigambi.
But he changed his... Yeah, that's right. He changed his Shigambi, which gave him an extra attack, didn't he? Yes.
Don't mind me. I'm messing with my thing because apparently the sun just...
It is quite
suns. The thing is, it's
radiant,
like...
darling. Absolutely radiant.
It's the celestial in me. I can't help it.
And last but not least, Amaris has recently welcomed Unk into their life and become very constitution-based.
Very constitution, unable to make a decision.
Yes, unfortunately. Okay, so as we rejoin our friends, they have defeated a maze on the wall. Your the absentee landlord of Chult would be very happy. And they destroyed 10, count them, 10 Minotaur skeletons, which looked very scary, but they proved their strengths and weaknesses. And the last thing we need to do before we jump back into our story here is for Waku to go over to chat there and put !roll and a space and then the number 50.
Have you considered?
11.
Hey, Solid 10, how you doing? An 11. Okay. Ooh, okay, interesting. So where are we at? Here we go. What book is this from? I don't recognize the little
what is
abbreviation of the book's name. Hang on a second.
What's the
Coming to us,
abbreviation?
from Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Very timely.
Oh.
Waku, also a previous resident of Icewind Dale.
Yes.
Not just Josh, actual Waka. Yeah.
Yes, very specifically.
Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so Waku, as you're kind of like skipping joyously through the bones, thinking to yourself, how can I get the power to animate such wonderful, wonderful creatures? You stop as something skitters out from where it was hiding amongst the bones near the sarcophagus of Unk, looking a bit panicked, looking this way and that simultaneously, because you see a 3-headed rat. And upon closer inspection, you see that it has gills, iridescent scales underneath its fur, and the ability to breathe both air and water as a chimeric rat.
How do I see that?
Art. Give me the baby.
A 3-headed rat?
Yeah.
For the context of chat, I was a rat mama. I really do adore their little snooters.
I'm gonna drop the token on chat here on stream. Here he is, little 3-headed.
Sorry, 3-headed rat man, but
Little baby.
Guess you're coming with me.
Looks, it's giving. Okay, I'm genuinely feeling the. What is it? The moon meme with the wolves, where it's like moon, and then like they're all howling at the moon. I've got that, but like it's a giant wheel of cheese, or in my baby's case, it was always cashews. They love cashews.
Oh, nice. The bad news, Waku, is that it does only have 1 attack still. It doesn't get 3 bites now. Still only has only 1 bite. +0, 1 piercing damage.
this rat, someone
also has 1 HP, so be very careful with it. If you want to grab,
they've done this rat dirty.
Gently.
You want to look up. You should be able to grab the stat block for that.
3-headed rat.
Chimeric.
Does it have
rat.
Does it sing as a barbershop like trio?
What?
Is for Disney Princess. Disney Princess is on. I'm just saying.
Which movie is it that has the little rats singing like at random points? It's like a little trio of rats come pop up and start singing, isn't there?
I know the one you're talking about.
What is it?
But it's not.
Chat, help!
Is it?
Help!
It's not.
Good luck, everyone.
Like the Sherlock one with the Moriarty rat. Is it?
No, I don't think so. Because
I know the one you're talking about.
Right, it's not connected to the scene. There's just like a scene finishes and then it zooms in like a corner. And there's just like these 3 little guys there. And they're just like singing.
They have the chorus, like this thing's like Greek tragedy chorus.
Yeah.
What was the scene? Asks Turbo.
I can't remember. Because they pop up like 5 or 6 times through the movie. Just like different things.
The muses in the Greek tragedy. They are the choir. They are the chorus. The 3 witches.
Yeah, I
bubble,
did.
Bubble, boil, and trouble.
we did the Frogs by Aristophanes when I was in youth theatre. So yeah. Oh, we are the musical frogs. We sing in the marshes and bogs. Sweet, sweet is the song that we sing all day long, and I can't remember the rest. I'm surprised I remember that much.
You remembered that part.
Okay, so there is our little buddy. So yeah, Waku, they come scurrying out, and one of them's like, he's like, who are you, intruder?
Oh,
and then another one's like, you have to help us. Get us out of here. And then the last one's like, well, come on, guys, let's listen. Let's get both sides of the story. We don't know what's going on here. I just have to go over and banhammer this prick in chat. Excuse me.
I can tell you that rats love marrow. Like, they will chew the heck out of a bone until it is bone dry. So there is a chance they were nibbling on those.
Oh, I'm Waku. Great and powerful. Nice to meet you.
Do you hear that? Great and powerful. He's gonna kill us. We gotta run. Go, go. The other one's like, he's like, no. We must show him our might. This is our territory. These are our pets. They've destroyed our pets. And the other's like, well, I mean, they were attacked. We got to, we can't just jump to conclusions. They attacked them. To be fair.
That's right. And then I killed them.
Can you kill something that is already dead, or is that just...
Yes. That because they're not dead, they're undead, right? So, like,
So they've been undeaded, which means that they have been given life, but they are considered
them,
still dead.
I think destroy is the verb we're looking for.
no, you kill it. I don't know.
I think it's already been killed. It's pre-killed.
Yep.
For your leisure.
I was about to say this is pre-seasoned still. You're killing pleasure.
Delivered to your door in the portions you need for a meal for 5.
This bull.
Imagine if there was like a I don't know, whatever the provider is of your choice, meal service of your choice, and whatever it is in your country.
Yep.
for necromancers.
For a low price of 1 silver, you can get yourselves an animated corpse.
Don't you hate it when you come across too many bones? You can only animate three of them. We deliver exactly 3 bodies worth, 3 skeletons worth of bones to your door
every single day. Where we get the bodies from, don't ask.
So, Waku.
Me.
You see, as I can see you've kind of zeroed in on that southeast corner there.
I sure did.
For reasons. That namely being that after the walls slid away and revealed these little resting places for these minotaur skeletons, you saw that one in the corner there had a tunnel leading off the back. And
secret tunnel.
Something interesting happens here. I need to thoroughly explore and enjoy the offerings of Sirenscape that we have here. As we do have stuff particularly designed for this dungeon.
For a corridor off to the side.
It's very specific. No.
Very specifically.
That's what the sound is called. Corridor off to the side. Yeah.
Can you imagine though? That would be so good.
I can.
Every numbered location in the dungeon has a sound set there. Rishi, cheers, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
A spin for Embra will do. 39
you.
months. Wow, cheers, bud. Okay, let's do that quickly before we delve in here. Spin a wheel.
And this is why we need a quotes chat, the quotes channel in your Discord for amazing
Magic
stuff
said you
like
love
that.
to see it.
Yes, it's been a while since I've got one of those actually.
Chat, you heard them. Deliver. Okay, so, hey Rishi, you like the chimeric rat that Waku found?
Is a baby.
So yeah, Waku, you're like, oh, I wonder if there's anything down here, and you kind of pop the treasure-seeking eye patch, down over your little beady eye, and you're somewhat taken aback. You are always prepared because of the richness of treasure that you have about your peoples here.
Mm-hmm.
And the magic items and all of the fancy things going on. Every time you put this on, there was kind of a spaghetti of lines like leading off to all the various magic items and things that everyone had in your party. But when you put it on, this time there is a single line leading off through that tunnel. And as you look at it, you start to hear Sirenscape does it better than me. An incessant ticking of a clock. And overriding this natural kind of clock sound, you hear a voice. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Oh, I'm sorry. Your Colbots. Let me say it in Draconic. Chick-chack. Chick-chack. I've made... It's Nanny's voice. In your mind. Your patron. Your new patron. Nanny Poo-Poo. Hag extraordinaire.
We do love Nanny Poo. She's grandma.
Love grandma.
Patron to promising, up-and-coming, great and powerful-looking members of society here in the jungles of Jolt.
As one should.
I hope you don't mind, my little wacker, but I need you to focus for me.
Of course, Grandma.
I give you so much and ask so little. But you need to stop distracting yourself with these knickknacks and baubles. Don't you want to be great and powerful?
Yeah, I am great and powerful, but yes.
It is but a fraction of your potential, my sweet little kobold.
You're right. I should be more great and more powerful.
Exactly. And gold pieces. Copper pieces? They cannot get you there. But there are... Say again, sorry?
I said I've got a crown.
Exactly. It is storied things, items of power, legacies crossing the eons. These are the things that truly enrich the draconic blood, the draconic potential. That mouldering idiot Lalach thinks he is baiting a trap, but he is delivering the ingredients for the recipe of his own doom. There are treasures here, designed to trick and tempt foolhardy adventurers into sacrificing themselves for the Lich's phylactery.
That makes sense. That's what I would do.
But they are so much more to you. You know the path you tread. And Waku kind of looks over his shoulders at the little kind of prestigial kind of draconic wings that have emerged from his back on the island of the Turtles. You know what you are supposed to be. Your destiny.
Yes. I'm gonna be a dragon. The most powerful dragon, possibly of all time.
Possibly. Find these items. The eye patch leads the way. I have altered it so it does not show any distractions and focuses solely on what you need. And just
Thank you,
remember,
Grandma.
when you reach your full potential, don't forget your old Nan. And who
I'll
helped
never
you.
forget you, Grandma. She's the greatest grandma.
When he reaches his final form, we will do such things here in Child. I still. Oh, fuck.
That's okay, Grandma. I also want to do such things here in Chult, so you don't have to hide that.
alright, Grandma. We seek murder together.
We're both evil in alignment, so it's fine, right?
Evil in heart, mind, and spirit. Let's go.
Actually, I don't think Waku is evil. He's just dumb.
No.
Alright.
Just as neutral as they come.
The visual I had of like little
Aggressively.
Waku being like, and like Grandma being like that, so fucking pure, so good. I will mention that the thing that happened to me, you said I had a curse or a benefit from the key. Whilst
Indeed.
Waku will no longer be will have more focus. Umbra is smelling smells they didn't know were possible,
Oh yes.
and they
yes.
just for additional context.
So, Waku, having seen this off in the distance, does a couple of things to get ready. First, he's going to raise an undead skeleton in front of him. Then he's going to use a Pearl of Power to get that spell slot back.
Is that skeleton from before still around?
Yep, they don't go away.
Are they strong enough to jump that pit?
I doubt it. Let's double check.
I will be right back.
Strength 10. So
You can risk it and roll an acrobatics check.
we're going to have him stay there.
Okay. And then one more.
Yep, one more.
Please.
Just copy him.
I don't think I can.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. I can do it quickly. Yeah. So you make a skeleton.
Mm-hmm. So Waku's going to do this himself while his compatriots are busy.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to send the skeleton ahead.
I have to check the. Let me just double check that you're good to go. Okay, so yeah, you send the skeleton down that way. Let me get rid of the fog for you there. You see a cobweb draped corridor. Ooh. The ticking suddenly stops. Oh, they start again. Okay. Just goes down there.
We'll send the skeleton to the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Just to make sure there's no traps.
Nothing happens.
Okay. And then we'll follow down.
Peer around the corner.
Peer around the corner, yeah.
Okay, it goes north for a short bit and then enters into a small chamber. And the room contains a wooden cabinet with a numbered dial at its top, set with 2 ornate metal spokes. Beneath the dial, a pendulum swings inside an open compartment. An egg-shaped stone adorns the pendulum's tip.
It's swinging, and it's making that ticking sound.
It is.
Send the skeleton in.
Okay. Nothing happens.
And I'm watching from the entrance here. Oop, I deleted myself.
Bye forever.
Drastic.
Players.
Oh, you can add yourself in?
For the
See.
visual sake of sanity, with how high Ember's
Where
passive
did
perception
Waku
is-
just get added to? Where is he?
Where'd you go?
I added him. I clicked the add.
You're just in the fog here. There you go.
So he's one step back.
Okay.
Is it? I deleted myself again.
Dude.
How did you manage that?
Well, it's because when I'm dragging my character, like I had a tendency to kind of go off to the right, and then
Goodbye forever.
like add Waku again.
There you go. You can see it that time. Foreshadowing.
Does it seem like something could be picked up from there?
You keeping the eye patch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going towards the pendulum. The egg-shaped stone on the pendulum.
And it's not behind any glass, is it?
It doesn't appear to be.
Okay, I have the skeleton reach out. Like
Um,
I'll take a step back around the corner until like skeleton grab
You're
pendulum.
like prepared for the world to end and break.
He's
The last time we saw something of high value, someone had to lose an arm. So
Yeah. Ember's like, Lucky, are you alright?
Let me just do this here. Hang on. Okay.
Waku is a cautious kobold.
The clock,
Moving over Laka.
the clock reads 35 minutes past the hour.
35 minutes past the hour. Okay. And as the
Which
skeleton
hour?
grabs the pendulum,
They try to, but you just kind of hear the scrabbling of bone. And they come back empty-handed.
okay. So it's a clock, reads 35 minutes past the hour.
It does.
Can you adjust the hands?
Two
on the
spokes
clock?
at the big. So two ornate metal spokes at the beginning. Clock face, pendulum.
Mhm.
Hour hand?
This is a grandfather clock, yeah.
Is there an hour hand?
No.
Can the skeleton move the minute thing?
You could try, certainly.
Yeah, have him move it 5 minutes forward.
Okay. Nothing happens. 40.
Move it up to the hour.
Okay. As the skeleton moves the thing around to the hour, the clock starts to chime, and I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Alright. Oh. Thank
I got a
God
15.
Kubazan's in charge.
15, okay. Ember?
With my +5 in Constitution,
Yes.
that makes that a 24 thanks to Kubazan's dice.
Nice.
Hey bro, UK?
You
Let's find out.
You move closer, Embra, and Waku looks a little different with your passive perception. Waku, you are 10 years older.
Oh man.
Waku,
What kind
did
of
you do something with your scales?
with your fronds?
Oh yeah.
What
I got more beautiful.
what stage of life is
Not
Waku at? Is that for a kobold?
He's quite young.
Okay.
I mean, he's, he was part of what's their name's crew. Like
He went
they
from,
weren't known for their longevity.
He went from wormling to young dragon, McClover. There you go.
Ancient dragon.
Is this becoming a red dragon to be your midlife crisis?
Maybe. Maybe. Some people choose fast cars, some people choose fireball. You know, like... Waku, you look... different.
Did I become
you
more
like to go-
dragon-like?
Not quite. More like as you turned, I could hear 3 of your bones creak.
Oh, I got more. Lich-like. Okay. Both are really fine, honestly.
You have to check, Toba. You have to
Okay.
check. Okay,
So-
so yeah, this magical effect has aged you there. And you see, as you're talking, the house started to click round again.
Okay.
So every time it clicks around, people make a check and they get
Every
10
hour,
years
yeah.
stolen for them.
Mm-hmm.
how do you stop it from ticking, I guess?
Are you going to go up to the clock itself?
I'm not. I'm in the corridor wondering what the fuck's going on. Did I feel the magical effect try to age me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I can smell. All right, if it's a thing that ages you, and we've been talking about grandmothers, I'm thinking that this magical thing probably smells like hard-boiled lollies.
Is it magical things or treasure? And this
I
is
don't
treasure, wasn't
remember. Yeah, you gave me the information, and
it? Yeah, it's just
they have things.
precious metal stones, coins, and gems.
Would the stone in the pendulum be
It's
giving off?
very precious. It smells
Yes,
delicious.
Yeah, so really nice were the specials.
Smells about 2.5 grand.
Damn.
Hmm.
I smell something rather sweet down there, which the last time I smelled
Sweet.
that was the shiny cape that made filled with an unk, so
We'll have the skeleton step out of the way.
Okay.
And as I'm peeking around the corner, just hit it with a blast.
Okay. Nothing
That's
happens,
good.
I'm afraid. It impacts something. It doesn't go inside the clock. It feels like there's something invisible blocking where the pendulum is.
Okay, so we'll try to mage hand it and then watch what happens.
Okay, Mage Hand drifts across the space and again just impacts against something and can't go into where the pendulum is.
Amber, I can't figure this one out.
alright. Is this the thing that made you come
Mars calls. Is something locked?
If arcanically perhaps. But where the heck is my Ember sheet? I was staring at the map and then I disappeared. Okay, there you go.
Do you want to go and check it
Yeah.
out, Ember, with your dungeon delver?
Yeah, I'm going in and I'm going to be like, oh, I didn't know you got a new skeleton. No, the Ember being completely out of the thing, and currently in charge. Is in charge? Yeah, Ember's currently in charge because somebody's asked for help.
Give me that.
Yep, dungeon delving.
Give me that beefy perception.
Blah.
New
Oh,
Oops or
damn.
Wisdom perception.
My new Oops or Wisdom perception plus what I already had is something crazy. Like, where are we? Oops or Wisdom. So, oh, have you updated the sheet or?
Yep. If you refresh it, it should be +9.
Sick. +9, you say?
Mhm.
How does a 26 do you?
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you kind of go and look and you see there, and you realize that there is a covering, it's just invisible. And touching it and feeling around where that covering is, you do find a keyhole.
It does need an unpick. There is a blockade.
Amaris is like, just my thing.
Just be careful. It stuns something to Waku, so be gentle about whatever.
Okay. And it's DC 20. Amaris has +10.
I can't give her a help actiony stuff, can I?
I mean,
By being able to tell her where the hole is because of the perception check?
yeah. I'll
Okay.
say that's okay. First one is an 8, so she might need it. So, just like lockpick like impacts against the side of the door. And it's like, where is it? And you're like, it's here.
And I like guide the hand. Just here, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, there's another 8. Shit.
Okay.
I can't get it. I'm sorry.
That's alright. I'm sorry, Waku. I don't believe we'll be able to pick this one.
Hughes like hefts his staff of smiting. Old school.
Don't see why not.
I back away. What's the minute hand doing?
still just moving around at a regular pace. So it's like
Regular pace.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's
On
like
the hour.
10 past now.
All right,
Um,
Slammy, I guess.
And he swings and slams into the thing, but it seems to be a powerful magical device, and there's not a scrape on it.
Sorry, Waku. An attempt
Cast
was made.
identify on it.
On the clock itself,
Yeah.
you discover the aging effect. You find out that it can be reversed by greater restoration within 24 hours.
Not remove
happens.
curse.
Afraid not, sorry. And you do find that there is an invisible key to go with this invisible door.
Oh.
Oh, we're fine. An invisible key, or
An
did you just
invisible
find
key
it?
that goes with the invisible door.
There is.
Well, I see.
Do you? I thought it was
Where?
invisible.
Where could you?
Is it in the maze? Quietly to self, wondered.
The maze holds the key. Yeah.
Is it the maze? Well, we
Well,
found
the
a
maze.
key.
Yeah, that was the key for the sarcophagus. Yeah.
Hold up. Can either of us feel an hour hand
No.
on the clock?
No, good question. If there was an invisible one.
I was like, that would have been cool.
Waku starts to try to find some sort of invisible key in this room, feeling
I
around,
start sniffing for a precious metal thing.
having the skeleton
belongs-
kind of
how
feel around as well.
how much do you search?
I think we probably want to avoid it hitting the hour.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
being out of the immediate vicinity for that. So
And how much of an area do you search?
I don't
Start with
search.
inside this room and then kind of move out towards the corridor.
Okay.
I think Ember might actually be focused more on the outside area, just because like it would be a thing, right?
Yeah.
So I will roll my investigation separately, I guess.
Yeah.
And he'll hit himself with.
Who's in charge right now?
Well, he doesn't get to that right now.
Waka, you can do advantage with the skeleton helping.
I was gonna say if it's invisible, it's magic, right?
Yeah.
I can detect magic.
Mm.
That's very true. Yeah.
Well, do you want to give that a go before I start breaking bones open? Because
Yeah, I feel like I detect magic,
Okay.
and then I start looking for
And start just
the area
walking-
with an
walking
aura
around. Mhm.
of. It's probably a faint aura of like illusion.
You cast detect magic. You the clock rings very bright. And you see the invisible mechanisms and the door, but nothing else in this room. You're just going to start moving around, walking around.
Mm-hmm.
You moving around in the room, nothing in the corridor, nothing. Out in the main tomb, who has like it was an instrument of the bards, wasn't it, that was in the tomb?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Amaris has it.
Did
But
anyone pick it
Yeah.
up? It's not. We don't have a we don't have a bard, so. Oh no, it was a robe of scintillating colours.
Oh,
I think
for
Amaris picked it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hugh picked up the instrument, but I
That's right.
don't think
There's
can
just nothing to do
use.
with it, right? Yeah, not
Yeah.
particularly useful. Yeah, that's right. It was the scintillating colours one was what Amaris
Yeah.
got there on it.
Yep.
So you see that and all your friends' various magical items, Waku. But there is. You had the wrong skeleton searching, because there is a faint magical presence right between the feet of that one on the opposite side of the acid pit there. It seems that there was an invisible key in the wreckage of that destroyed chest that the boulder rolled over.
Oh,
Ah.
that is what was in it.
Mhm.
Okay, well-
Understood.
And it
With
does
the-
I'll go grab it.
specifically says in the module that detect magic is one of the only ways to find it.
Sick.
So well done.
One of my friends, I have the help of one of my more strength-oriented friends.
Yeah, no, Ember
retrieve
is
it.
currently Kubazan, so the Kubazan Jackson and jump glides over
I think some like
rummaging around
Froghemoth style tentacles like come out and like swing you across. It's like
like
spectral
aura
ones.
wise, yeah. They
Just
to flavor it, it's got the flying snake visual at first, and then it's Froghemoth.
Yeah.
Much to Mbaz's probably not happiness.
Chagrin, yeah. Waku?
to just speed things along, have my friends help me get the key.
Yep.
Give the key to the skeleton. Skeleton will unlock the unlock the door.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Grab the pendulum.
You do that? Okay. And you
Ta-da!
grab
Stinger.
the large fist-sized stone, and you hang on a second.
Skeleton grabs a large fist-sized stone.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, then I have him bring it to me.
Okay. And passes it to you.
Mhm.
As let's see here. As the skeleton passes it over, let's have a look here. You feel a surge of sensation and emotion kind of rush over you, and you lose sight of the surroundings for a moment as the eye patch snaps down over your eye, and you see the universe.
Oh,
You're just up, as if you were floating above Toril.
Oh dear.
And you see Selune. Selune? I don't think I know how to pronounce that properly. You see Selune, as you've seen it from below, from the surface of Toril so many times, arcing
Much bigger
through
than I thought.
the night sky with its trailing tiers of Selune behind it. And you see a comet streaking across the sky. And you remember reading various reports of astral events in your various studies and things of the arcane arts and eldritch tomes and things. And these passings of comets are often said to herald, strong events and surges in magical abilities and things. And you see the comet slam into the surface of Selune, causing bits of it to break off. Some of them add to the trail of tears, the famous tears spread along behind it, but others still streak down, the smaller ones burning up in the atmosphere of Toril, but not all of them. And you see one in particular, your view follows along with it as it vibrates and shakes through the atmosphere, flames, a crescent of kind of octarine fire forming at the front of it as it burns down through the atmosphere. The rock is smoothed by this violent passage, and you see it become the rock that you were just given by the skeleton. It slams into a sandy desert, and then the scene speeds up, the sun passing across the sky multiple, hundreds and hundreds of times, and you see winds shifting the sands, and time comes back to normal, and you see a caravan of merchants with camels making their way across, excitedly discovering this stone. Again, time flashes forward. You see the onion domes and beautiful minarets and buildings of a far-off city that you don't recognize. This wonderful stone is being presented to the ruler of that city. And he, in turn, presents it to his daughter, promising her that whoever should hold the stone can always find the way home to their loved ones. And you see her clasping it to her breast as she waves at the ruler and all of the guards on the docks as she sets off on a sailing boat into the oceans of the Sword Coast. As this is the fabled Navel of the Moon, as in tummy button, navel. And it was a gift to the sailor daughter of the Sil Pasha of Kalamport, and now rests with the great and powerful Waku.
Damn.
Yes, I am the great and powerful Waku. With the
How
navel
you-
of the moon. It is too big for my navel.
It is about the size of your stomach.
Oh, I
Damn.
don't know how to
That was
display this.
pretty.
Got my crown, got my navel.
Waku proceeds to navel gaze.
It's a nice little stone right here.
You ever
Big
get a belly button that makes you so happy that? Oh man, that was beautiful, Phoenix.
Thank you.
That was good.
I don't want to miss out. We've got all the lore for these lovely items here. I heard a truck outside that. I might have to go get those books in a second.
I think on Ember's end, just in
Sorry.
case you have to run
Talk
up,
amongst yourselves.
you could. I think on Ember's end, as like Waku, returns back to their mortal coil, and you're like, yes, it's like, does the stone make you happy? Is this what was desired?
Yes, I'm very happy. This is great. This is so valuable. Such a good little gift. I'm gonna be a dragon in no time.
So how much does it require you to be a dragon? What's the requirement on that one? Like, do
I'm
you
gonna be a
know?
dragon.
Well, yes, but do you know when you get to be a dragon?
Have you met Skelly?
Not this one.
This is Skelly too.
Hi, Skellington.
That's Skellington out there.
Hi, Skellington.
But anyway, I'm gonna be a dragon. Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what kind of dragon you wish to be, aside from great and powerful?
I mean, I'm already red, so a good one.
Yeah.
Not like capital G good, because like that's boring. But you know, like
Right.
a great and powerful one, perhaps.
Yes. Okay. But I meant aside from great and powerful. Like, do other as a person who's never met a dragon, because this is the one that didn't fight the red dragon, does dragon have requirements? Is there a particular method to them, or?
Yeah, you have to be rich,
Rich,
great,
great,
and powerful.
and powerful, and you're not rich enough?
I mean, that's how I got the wings.
Oh. Do you get? And you have? Does Waku have a draconic breath?
He does.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't use
So-
it very much because like draconic breath is a little bit underpowered, but compared
Are
to
we-
spells,
Are we using draconic breath as in like Fizban's version?
I don't remember. Waku has a monk subclass that he basically runs off of.
Right. Oh, Way of the.
Ascended Dragon or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense. Chat, if you were a dragon, what kind of dragon would you be?
See, I'm nervous that it took you that long to get to the chat question. So what were
Well,
they talking about?
because we were in like Ember had the very understanding question of what is the requirements to be dragon.
Yes.
And Waku didn't answer.
Doesn't know, I don't think.
Waku
He
did
doesn't.
around the answer because they don't know the answer about something.
Yeah.
But what kind of dragon would you be? I really like the crystal dragon, but that's because I really liked song dragons from like older lore. So.
Yeah, I need to read Fizzbands properly. I want to get a proper
Fizzbands is really
nosy
fun.
through that, right? Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff in there.
It's-
I'm using some of the new lore from it, like you know how
Mm.
like the really really top level dragons are aware of other instances of themselves in other worlds.
Yep.
There is a the offline Eberron game. There is a connection between a blue dragon they met on the north end of the Sword Coast here when they were here, and the blue dragon in the home of the Kalashtar in Eberron.
Nice.
It's the same dragon in two places.
In my homebrew world, there is a place called that holds an event called the Radiance, where all of the gem dragonborns put on displays.
Nice.
And I need to run that part because I keep getting visuals, and I'm like, that can go so very wrong. Imagine if everyone has the ability to psionically meld. Oh, one hell of a fever dream.
Right.
That can be taken.
Okay, so sorry, Waka, that's something fun that Nana has added to the eye patch for you there when you find these. Now, you know there are 2 more fabled items.
I know there's the Eye of Zoltek still.
The Eye of Zeltek has not been found, and the chalice that Amaris is looking for, the skull chalice of her ancestors that she thinks might give her more authority over the ruling of Omu once it is reclaimed. I just because I want to share it, the lore behind the Black Opal crown.
Yes, please.
That you discovered. Was actually linked to where you found it. The Black Opal crown was once worn by the Archmage Sadamor of Netheril. Legend speaks of how Sadamor saw the depths of humanity's evil reflected in the opal of his crown. Heartbroken, he created a doomsday device, a sphere of annihilation to swallow the world, but he was consumed by his own creation.
Look,
He was annihilated?
He was.
Look, when you're having a bad breakup, like, annihilating should be lost. First is ice cream, amongst other things.
But yes, we shall see what what lies in wait for the other 2.
I mean, we
fabled
had
treasures.
a brief sphere of annihilation with it, right? Or was that what happened with the virus?
That's how Amaris lost her arm. Yeah, there was a sphere of annihilation in that devil's mouth. Yeah, so it was very very in theme there. At Artis, I'd be a special dragon that's small and chills out inside the local tavern. There is a Cobalt Press tavern drake, Artis,
Nice.
which
So
is
like
just that kind of dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, Cobalt Press has an amazing collection of drakes, like dragon adjacent things, all sorts of different types.
There's what is it? Hit Point Press released floral dragons, which are really pretty. The
cute.
Wisteria dragon is gorgeous. But yeah, no, crystals for me where it's at. I just love the idea that a dragon, when it's happy, is so when it's ambient, its people are ambiently happy in the area. Everyone's happy. That's
Nice,
like,
nice.
whoa.
Right. Okay. So, buddies, you are
Pals.
done with the Tomb of Unk. You're going to head south again?
Believe so.
Okay. There is
as
that
far as I know.
door with the brass serpents next to it.
Oh, that's
the blood
right. We
on
haven't
them.
finished exploring this one.
Not yet. You haven't
No,
found.
we
You haven't found a strange head-shaped skeleton yet, either.
and now we got to roll for Skelly number 2. See if he can.
Ah, yes.
Make
Can
the
you
jump.
Can you make the jump? Make an acrobatics check or dex check.
I believe in you.
It's 50-50, so you need 11 or more.
Oh, 15.
Hooray! Nimbly leaps
did
over. Does Hugh kind of like American football with Waku? He's like under his arms. Whee!
Sure. I mean, last time we said that he could running jump and
I would have made it
Glide
a
over.
rugby reference, but we didn't win the Six Nations, so I'm not talking about rugby at the moment. England was second, lost to France. Even though we beat France in our game against them. Just
Hey, but didn't beat the other thing. That's a weird.
they got
Yeah.
bonus points because they completely destroyed Italy. So they were I think they had over 100 in the points difference. They were plus 100 over 100. because
Mm.
they got like 70 odd. It was like a basketball game score in a rugby game.
Oh,
It's
jeez, that's
insane.
bad.
Really bad. And England destroyed Wales in the final game, which is my mate from school was at the stadium in Wales. It was in Wales as well.
Nice.
It was wonderful. So this is the only sports references and talks you'll get from me is about rugby. Okay. Anywho.
I know nothing about rugby.
I'm Australian, so I know a thing or two about rugby. It was the
Yeah, right.
first spectated sport I ever spectatedly spectated.
Spectatedly.
Mm.
Interesting.
It was spectacular, but not a specky, which is only an Australian rules football thing,
Yeah.
where you climb on the backs of your fellow things into what looks like something out of like World War Z, to catch a ball, cleats digging into skin at all. That is a specky and is now a tradition.
Gotcha. Okay, so you find yourselves in that corridor once more. Thank you, Waku. Headed over there.
Sorry, very
It's all right.
quickly before I forget. Cultural thing. You very specifically chuck a specky.
Chuck a specky. Okay.
You don't do a specky. That's
Noted.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Embradoth is in charge.
you find with your skelly bros there, Waku, what appears to be a large stone door looms at the end of the hallway, but it bears no handles or hinges. Jutting from the wall on either side of the door are two matching bronze sculptures, each with the head and neck of a serpent with fangs bared. On the lintel above the door is inscribed the following message in common: warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul. And there is the stench of rotting flesh emanating from the bronze serpents. You examined them before you went into the Unk's tomb, and you had found dried blood in each statue's mouth and tiny tubes at the back of the neck.
I
Like
know
inside the mouth? Like
Yes.
the blood, like it sprays
we
out?
gotta feed it.
Yeah, Ember, you think? Yeah, it does look like an offering is required.
Embra does not know how to. I don't know if does Embra's blood count during these sort of events. As the constructed being I am,
Right?
a genuine question.
As you're doing that, Hugh is kind of like just like trying to force the door. He's like, and he's like, Ember, it shifted a bit. Help me.
Yep. Embra would like to check for traps before we do that.
Okay,
But-
give me with Amaris's help.
With Amaris's help, because you know we're in that low rolls but decent perception. So with the +9, that's now an 18 for the lower.
Nice. It doesn't seem to be traps now. Just but it does seem to move. Let's see, is it?
Kubazan's in
does it go
charge.
up?
Let's Hulk out.
Let's have a look here. Sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, it does seem to raise up into the ceiling. And yeah, Ember, you and Hugh like set your backs into it, and the door, quote unquote, weighs 1,000 pounds and can be lifted by characters with a combined strength of 33 or more. You and Hugh have a combined strength of exactly 33.
Wait, combined base strength? I've got 23.
Yeah, and Hugh
You've
has
got
20.
10?
Oh, sorry, 43. Sorry, yeah, I'm just not doing math properly.
Yeah.
So you have 43. So, you both of you are able to lift it up.
There's like some like extra snaky hand froghemoth shit going on with the tattoos on Embra,
Nice.
or markings on Embra.
Wrong way around. Erase. And as you lift it up, you see beyond, and it opens into a wider room. You can hear some sort of shuffling in that direction, but before that, there is a rumbling of stone, and secret doors open on the opposite side of the door. So now this is gonna be an interesting situation here. Ember, you and Hugh are holding the door.
Yep.
And there are two secret doors rise up on the left and right on the opposite side, and hungry ghasts come spilling forward from the interior. And I'm afraid, let's see where we at.
You're gonna go for us?
There we go. And you, yes. There you go. Here's the door opening. You, as you lift it up, the hungry growl of the ghasts explodes as the secret doors slide open, and they come spilling out into the corridor to attack.
Can they spill out of the corridor?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out, like, spacing, right?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Okay.
Let's have a look here. Okay, there are 3 ghasts in each room.
Oof.
So
They squeezed them in sardine-like. What the heck?
right. Well, they were playing sardines. Maybe.
Understood.
Ghast, where are you? So I'm gonna grab these tokens here. Oh, note to self, I need to get the new monster manual, so I get these non-legacy tokens. Okay, so 2 of them comes rushing out into the corridor immediately, and you can see others clamoring to get past them behind them, hungrily rushing forward. Everyone, could you get some initiative while you're I think actually, let me just hold on for a second. If you're using physical dice, go for it, but if not, please hold, because apparently
I'll roll for Mars.
apparently it also puts your thing in if you roll on the character sheet.
I'd like to keep the one I did, but I've got one for Amaris as well.
Can you try that, Waku? Can you roll initiative on your character sheet? Yeah, oh, I did it automatically. Nice. Okay, I'll do Amaris and Hugh.
Okay, mine was a 19.
Are you rolling physical?
I rolled the physical before you said to stop, because would you like me to re-roll?
That's okay. I just want to see if it works. Roll how you normally roll.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. You said 19?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, that's just if people can use their character sheet, if people are okay using their character sheet, that just makes it a little easy for me.
Yep, can do. I don't have access to rolling on Amaris' sheet, so I'll have to use physical for that.
Oh, I did it. It's okay.
Okay.
Let me bring Waku's pet over here.
I'm not going to use it in combat right
Yeah,
there.
I'm just putting the token on the screen next to you.
Okay.
Okay. So, you leap out there. Waku, you're first to react.
We're just gonna. Usually works. Blast them.
Blast him.
Blast him.
Going for A or B.
B.
Okay.
So I rolled both at the same time. One of which is a natural 20.
Nice.
The other
Oh,
of
shit.
which is a. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I'm looking at Hugh's character sheet. I don't know if a 13 is gonna hit.
It does. Meets a beats it.
Sick.
So I'm not in Form of Dread, so I don't get my extra dice.
Okay.
But the natural 20 is gonna be so it's gonna be 24 damage.
Bloodied.
And then the second hit is gonna be 8.
Last legs.
Could have got him.
Could have. But yes, onto his last legs.
That
That 10
is-
HP or less.
That was max
Nice.
Nice.
damage. I rolled a 20. The
Nice.
full 10
What are the skeletons doing?
plus the other dice.
For Amaris.
Skeletons
Amaris
first.
is.
Sorry.
Oh, skeletons first.
Now skeletons are going to ready action if the ghouls try to step past them. They're gonna
For slamming.
grapple them.
Ooh. Bones with buff gas. Nothing could go wrong with something like that.
Okay. 2 seconds. Da-da-da. Right. So, yes, Amaris is going to do what?
Amaris is probably going to take the advantage of having so much sneak attack. Can they make the shot from there between with all of that, the people in the way?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, cool. In that case, Amara is going to take out their +1 short bow.
Okay.
So that's magical damage. And they're going to go Krithwaki. They rolled a natural 20.
Hey! Gonna focus at the Phoenix's fly.
Guess Gaste is just dead.
Gaste's minimum damage
B, right?
is high. It's a lot. What level
I mean,
are we?
You're finishing off B, right, Ember?
I was gonna go for the other one in front of Hugh because that's where Amaris was.
Okay.
With a nat 20 and with you there, they also get sneak attack.
Yep.
So it's 5d6.
So,
So
yeah,
5d
for the short
so
bow.
30. The minimum is 36 plus something. Hang on.
It's okay,
36
it's
plus 30
dead.
is dead.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
It has 36 exactly. Okay, so yeah.
And that's
just,
before the rolling.
Just pulls back, the arrow just goes shoo, over, like, I think, like, Q's, like, holding up the door and it just, like, goes under his armpit and it's, like, through the head and just pins its horrible lashing tail against the wall. And
Okay.
A is destroyed.
For Ember's turn.
Give me that wild magic surge, please.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Which table? Druid or warlock?
I'm doing a druid move, so let's go druid.
Druid, okay.
50.
50 on the druid table is okay. This would be. I'm gonna hang on. It says you can use all plants and fungi within 100 feet as origins of your line of sight.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Unfortunately, down here in the jungle, a little sorry, in the dungeon, a little added that, but yes. there you
Not
go.
if I druidcraft something somewhere around the way and use that and plant that somewhere else, but
Right.
alas, that is not something that I can use now. That's sick though. So with a sudden awareness of all of the vague amounts of moss growing in the down, is it
Yeah,
less than
right.
100 feet down to the thing?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I can feel those plants, and I'm like, oh, you poor starved things.
Right.
For me though, I'm gonna use expelling out of me. I need Gasp B, E, and the one below me.
What are you casting?
F. I'm doing Word of Radiance, so I need a con save. DC 14.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell, yes.
Does it have semantic part?
No, it's verbal material. which is
Ooh,
the holy
lucky.
symbol.
Right, yeah, because
Yes,
you're
that's
holding,
why I was checking.
holding the
Yeah.
door, right? That's yeah, likewise.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, even though you're holding up this door here, you are able to
Mhm.
summon forth your powers from Sahumbaza, that far off Coatl in their pyramid in the north, and the Word of Radiance bursts forth. And sorry, what kind of save?
I
was
need a con save from all three of them.
it?
DC 14.
B, C, and D. Or B, C,
Yeah, B, E, and F because I'm down the bottom.
Con save 14.
It's within 5 feet.
Okay. I'll just go in order. First one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails. 9, 4, and
Alright.
2.
So, this is radiant damage. Can they please take... Sorry, that's 2c6. I will get that over here. They take 10 radiant damage leaking
10?
out.
Okay,
10.
so it's B, C, E. Okay. B is destroyed.
Yep.
Whoosh. C takes 10. 10 damage, and E takes 10.
Yep. So that is my action.
Okay.
Bonus action. Double checking what I've got on my stuff list of thing. Yeah. Okay. No, that's an action to do. I will just be prepared for when it hits. I will probably do Spiny Shield.
Okay.
If it hits. Because right now Kubazan's in charge and they're like growling back. And so you're hearing this weird like guttural like hissing growling noise from Embra with a weird kettle at the end.
Sorry, Spiny Shield has semantics, sorry.
Thematic? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. All good.
Okay, so just climbing hungrily over the bodies of the destroyed ghasts, 2 more come piling out, and the others just come running up behind them. Although the confines of that secret door means they can't attack. Now, I am going to give them an advantage because you two just can't move.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right? But as they come clambering forward. What's Hugh's
Is-
AC, Waka?
18.
18, thank you.
Same for Embra.
Gotcha, thank you. And they try to attack with their claws. So against Hugh, that's going to be a 16. You said that misses?
Yep, that
Yes,
misses.
18 is required.
Okay, and against Embra, 22.
Yep, hits.
Okay, you take 9 slashing damage.
Alright. Do I need to make a save?
A Constitution saving throw, please, yeah.
Kubazan's in charge, don't fail me now. Does not fail me now. Does a 15 beat it?
Yes, you're good. Okay, again, you feel that nasty corruption from these ghasts' claws just coming across you, but are able to shrug off the effects.
Yep.
Okay, and let's have a look here. Okay, that is that, and that brings us through their turns to Hugh. Can Hugh do anything?
You
Can he
can.
kick?
He can summon his echo, which is
He
not.
can! He can attack through his
Which
echo!
then he can attack through. So he'll summon his
very
echo
true.
behind Ghast C.
You actually have already summoned his echo. the blue one
Just
is his
been
echo.
using the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Well,
I'll grab him. There you go.
So Ghast C. He can attack 3 times, right?
Yep.
And he generally uses his staff of striking,
He
right?
does, yeah.
I don't understand it, but
with the giveaway
we'll
room.
play it the way that he does it.
Yep.
I'm sure he's done the math. I just haven't. 13
Hits
for the
Mitsubishi.
first hit.
Mhm.
Second hit. Again, a 13. And a 28, I think,
Nice.
beats it. So that's going to be... I'm not going to use any charges, but that will be +3 to damage. Is that already factored in? Where's the... So he's two-handing it, so it's the D8s.
Yep.
Okay.
They are very munchy.
And so
the
if I
the
got
unpleasant visual I have in my mind
10.
is old Japanese man clearing his throat. Every time it's like,
23.
God, why would you
Sorry.
give me that visual?
fond memories.
Fond memories, they say.
33 is the damage total.
Okay, he is. What was the last one?
35 damage is the total.
33 is the total for
How
all
much
three.
damage was the last hit?
6.
So okay, so that's he destroys C, and then that 6 goes on to E.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
So yeah, C is gone, and E takes 6 more. Okay.
And then if that's... He's already used the bonus action, so he can't move the
Yeah.
guy, right?
Right.
Takes some bonus to move the echo?
Yeah.
I think so.
He establishes this the echo and then
No action
it's,
required.
Oh, isn't
You
it?
can mentally command the echo to move 30 feet in any direction. No action required.
Really?
Yeah.
Eh.
So, Echo will step in here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's used. That's used turn.
Okay, back to you, Wakif. Blast.
Gasty, we're gonna blast him.
Blast.
First blast is gonna be a hit.
Nice.
17 on the dice.
Yes, it hits.
I
13
think that's
hitting.
gonna miss. Yeah, to an 11. 3 on the dice.
Right, so.
So 1 hit.
Heck.
Wow, minimum damage of 5.
Oof. Oofed.
Jeez.
Okay. That does bloody them, though. Half HP or less.
Oh, music? What happened?
15. So it'd be
It
5,
just went
15.
really quiet for me.
I mean,
This-
the music finished on my end. It's just
So that's 5, 15, 25.
Kick in again in a sec.
This skeleton can get to here.
Okay, so, excuse me. Please, sorry, it's coming through. Excuse me.
Yeah, and this skeleton.
10 feet for
Ten.
every occupied spacing.
Yep. So that's the full 30 to move just the.
I have like
This skeleton unfortunately cannot because he'd have to. Oh, well, if he would provoke from gas D. I don't want him to provoke from gas D. So we're not gonna move him to the one space he can't go.
True.
But he is going to. Let's see.
So the first one can attack, right?
That's right.
Attack E.
Yeah. Let's. I gave him something. What did I give him? A club. I gave him a bone club.
Okay.
a bone.
Yeah. Minotaur
Minotaur
skeleton,
bone club,
thigh bone,
yes.
yeah.
You just ding. I'll be borrowing this.
18 on the dice.
Nice.
Oh, what would you say? D4 then?
Yeah.
For the club.
Yeah. It fell on the floor.
Oh,
The
no.
worst dice to fall on
Don't
the
want
floor.
D4 on the floor.
Ugh.
Plus
D4.
0 for strength
D4.
for 3.
A D4 on the floor. So what was
3
that? Sorry? 3? Okay.
Yeah, should have just grappled up.
Sit the flop. Let the default sit the flop.
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay. Done.
Um,
Next over, Amars. Shoot.
And then she started
Shoot.
blasting. The Ghasty, because it's basically the best opportunity to hit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Ooh, though, is this a decent enough roll to hit?
Let's see.
+7. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. 15.
Okay, hits.
Me looking at these stats. Oh yeah, rogues, man. How the fuck did they work?
Yep, dex weapons.
Oh, 6
Tasty.
plus 3, so 9, and then all of the sneak attack. Is it still alive?
You're good. It's only got
If I-
3. It's only got 3 HP after that 9, so that
Cool.
destroys it.
It
Again,
did.
another arrow through the brain.
Piercing through.
Done. And you yourself?
Leaving Embra kind of without anybody to see visually.
No, I think
so-
you can see DNF.
DNF.
Yeah, because the
okay, if
secret
I can
doors,
see them.
the secret doors are right there.
All right.
And you're holding the door, so you're kind of underneath the door more than
Okay.
like, where we had you.
All right. So in that case, I can only really use World of Radiance. So
Yeah.
I will firefly my butt. Can I please have a Constitution saving throw
Indeed.
with grand total of 14 to beat?
Yes, indeed. D fails. F fails.
All right. Can they please both take a grand total of 8 radiant in their faces?
Ouchie. Okay. 8 radiant. They were both undamaged, so not looking
Okay.
too bad yet. Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
All right. I can't do anything else. So
Okay.
I will continue to maintain hope. Oh, actually, no, I can. I'm going to healing light myself.
Gotcha.
Just because we don't need to lose all of the hit points, just some.
Indeed. Okay, so the guests leap forward. First one's going to go for the Echo. Does the Echo have the same AC?
AC is 18, yes.
Okay. So... Ha! No advantage against the Echo. But that's a 25, which means it's a natural 20.
Which means the
So
Echo.
yeah, Echo is destroyed. Yeah. So
Goodbye.
the ghast's claws just tear through the Echo, which would be a very bloody, visceral scene normally, but this one just kind of shimmers and disappears.
That sucks to be you, man.
yes, the echo
But-
goes.
Better
Oh,
than the sprinkler
God
through
damn
the gut.
Again?
Right? And then it's going to run out into the space here. Ember, the other one's going for you.
There.
Does a 24. That'll hit. You take 11 slashing damage.
Owie.
And
It's a good thing I
another
rolled up a
Constitution
little.
saving throw, please. As that
Excuse me.
foul poison spreads through.
15 on the die plus 3, 18.
You're okay.
Thank goodness. It's, you know what it is? It's because I'm using like Word of Radiance. All of my markings are glowing, and so it's like that
Nice.
fight against impurity.
Absolutely.
doing the thing.
Absolutely. Somewhere like in a ziggurat far to the north, Sahar Vaza is just like coiling, like what's
Liberating.
Haku in Spirited
Yeah,
Away.
yeah, yeah.
Like Haku's
Yeah.
like when he's like fighting those
The
like
lashing.
the paper things, he's
Yep.
like spiraling around. It's just like
I-
sending
this-
power to
this- I have it mentally as like Sahar and Baz is like, no, you fucking don't.
you. Stay
Was
away from
Ghast
her, you
F
bitch.
touched at all? Or both these guests are undamaged, right?
No, they were
no,
damaged by
they're
Ember's
both
Word of
just
Radiance.
taken dead.
Okay. Then summon the echo.
Hi, I'm back.
Ghast F is gonna get it.
The chimeric rat on your shoulder, Waku's like, can you do that for us?
Ghast F, attack number 1. Hit. Attack number 2. Well, let's roll the damage.
Please. This is against F, right?
Uh-huh. 13.
13 damage. Okay, bloodied.
Yep. Next attack. Hits. With a 16.
16 damage.
No, sorry. Hits with a 16
gotcha.
and then 12 damage.
Okay, last legs.
Last attack. Hits with a 22.
Yep.
It's dead for 12.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, this shimmering echo form of the staff-wielding Echo Knight slams into the back of this creature as it hungrily is clawing at Embra, but it is destroyed. And it kind of like nods stoically at you, Embra. Okay.
Please don't.
Great and powerful Waku.
Indeed.
2 blasts. A miss and a hit.
Okay.
Ooh, we like the hit though.
Well, I wish they were both hits.
True. Fair.
And I wish I was getting more than 6 damage, which is what I got.
Ow.
6. Okay. Everyone else?
Skeletons are gonna come in.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton number 1 is going to go for the grapple.
Okay.
So what am I rolling for this?
Charge right now. Okay. That makes
Um,
sense.
I don't do grapples for. Is that just an attack?
Grapples
No,
are-
it's your athletics versus my acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
So it's the same for me. Which is better, your strength or what's your strength? Make a strength check.
0.
Let's do. So roll your strength.
16.
16. Okay, nice.
Just on the dice.
Yep. I'll roll in chat for transparency. I have a +3, so I need a 13 or higher. Only a 10.
Hey,
So
He's
It's a
grappled.
10.
grappled by the skeleton.
This is such a visual, though. Tiny, no flesh. Big huggies.
Whack at the rats on your shoulders like, they're in love.
Aww.
Skelly is gonna hit him with the bone club now that he's grappled.
With the bone dome.
Please do.
Hit him. Get him, Skelly. That'll hit. 17 on the dice
Yes, it will.
for +0.
Mm-hmm.
4 damage.
Max damage.
Let's go.
It's a 1 in 4 chance.
Just makes him blooded. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Amaris, shoot.
Compare me. Oh, a natural 1.
That means it hits the skeleton, I'm afraid.
Sorry, my dude.
You gotta focus at this phoenix's flounder.
I mean, does the damage for the what is it? Does the damage for sneak attack go off?
No,
it's
because the
the
skeleton's
ally?
not being distracted by everyone. Whereas the ghast
Huzzah!
is.
In that case,
Just
it
the
is a
regular.
singular 1 + 3 because I rolled lowest on everything
Nice.
for Amaris
So
right then.
4 damage.
4 damage to the skelly. Is it alive?
It's alive, yes.
Oh,
Good.
thank goodness. Apologize.
Embra.
All right. I explode again.
So again. Okay. Explode.
This is all I got in terms of non-somatic at the moment.
Fair. Only a 6 fails.
Okay. Please obtain thyself a grand total of a 7 radiance.
7 damage. Okay, done. Okay, it only wants blood. It's just starving hungry, so it's just gonna go for Hugh with disadvantage because it's not the grappler. So claws disadvantage. Only a 7.
Not
It is
gonna do
having a
it.
bad time.
He is. Revenge for Hugh.
Hugh, get
Take
him.
out.
Actually, let's say there's no way you're not doing, not doing 11 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hugh's echo just like slams into the creature, and slams it back through the secret door, and it collapses dead against the wall. The one last like Jabba the Hutt style gargle, like
Yeah. Nice. I feel like Embra's currently Kubazan Embra, because that's who's in charge, is like they were just after me because I'm so buff, you know.
Hell yeah. Okay. And you are able to move beyond. So, Embra, Hugh, you allow everyone to kind of squeeze past you. Waku, you
Yep.
move you and move Amaris up there.
Yep.
To the threshold. And Hugh kind of makes eye contact with you, Embra. You're like 3, 2, 1, and then
One.
jump forward and just comes forward.
What's the word after 2?
word?
Embra. It's 3.
And allow me to reveal
This is a hell of a horn
epic
sequence.
room
Excuse me?
that lies beyond. This is the sunset for this room.
It's just Larlock. He's there. End of.
Oh, heck. That's a throne.
He has been here, Waku. I can say that
The
much.
whole time.
Samurai was the big bad the whole time. Okay, everyone back home is like, what? We can't see. Sorry. There you go, folks. Okay, so as you make your way in and the epic horn section subsides, you can hear the shuffling of feet. Because you observe what lies beyond. This vaulted chamber features a 10-foot deep sunken floor surrounded by ledges without railings. Alcoves along the ledges hold painted wooden statues of hornet-headed humanoid warriors, each wearing a grass skirt and clutching a spear in the traditional kind of Chiltern style. A gruesome throne, lashed together of bone and strips of skin, stands atop the west ledge. A fearsome horned skull surmounts the throne, and small skulls are piled around it. The seat of the throne appears to be made of stretched skin and has a metal scepter resting on it.
Oh boy.
Shuffling around the sunken portion of the room are 3 gaunt humanoid figures in dusty robes draped in cobwebs. Their eyes and mouths are stitched shut.
Sick.
And they are armed with brushes and clay pots of pigment. They paint the walls and pillars with grim, poorly rendered illustrations. One of them is currently scrubbing off a mural, and you get a glimpse of it before it's fully destroyed, and you see that dwarf being consumed by locusts. And it seemed like these previous paintings depicted the company of the Yellow Banner. The other 2 are painting new scenes of horror. Embra, you see a terrafolk that looks very similar to you being torn to pieces by fire newts and consumed in flames. And Waku, you see yourself kneeling helpless before a stone pedestal as you deposit a gold coin through a slot.
No, don't bring that back.
The most horrific moments of our time. Brackle being torn to pieces by fire notes. This poor kobold losing money.
It says the servants paint scenes of pain, carnage, and death that have occurred to the players.
No.
I was like, no, how dare you?
It's okay. Can't have you now. You've got your money back. You can't have you now.
Unleash rage.
Let me bring.
May I do
these
my
boys onto stream
perception
here, as
of the
they're-
room before death encountered occurs?
Look at these guys.
I am sick. I thought they said their mouth was sewn shut.
I did. please ignore. I shall position it just so that the sponsors appear between their legs. There we go.
It is for me. It was a 19 to
check
do
the room.
the Dungy Delvey.
Well, I mean that involves like getting in there and like checking stuff out. So we need to kind of
Yep.
Yeah, I need to do that there.
When I am visible on stream,
Now-
because I have apparently been swallowed by a skeleton, maybe. Or by you. Oh no, by a skeleton. Found myself.
Waku, you hear Obolaka's cautious voice in your mind. Do not disturb that throne or pick up the scepter. I don't know for sure, but I'm sure they're harmful.
Detect magic.
Damn. Anything
You
for
are
creepers?
beyond the reach of the throne at the moment, It's
Okay,
30,
well
it's
then
30 feet, right? So you're gonna
yeah.
go
Shuffle,
around.
shuffle, shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, let's have a look here.
One more.
You sense. Let's have a look. Hang on a second. You sense, first and foremost, a strong aura of necromancy from beneath the floor in the center
Oof.
of the chamber there.
Oof.
And let's have a look. Yeah, you see that the throne here, you think this might be Larlock's throne. Like when they're in residence, you think they might hold court here. This is such lich vibes from the kind of undead nature of of its construction. And you think, going on the evidence that you've seen around the dungeon so far, that this is probably made from the bones of Omuan warriors here. Let me roll a quick history check for Amaris. 15, not bad. Amaris kind of looks up at the vast horned skull atop the throne, and she says, I wonder if that's the great Karagos. There was a Minotaur champion that protected Omu for my ancestors. And there is an abjuration aura around the throne, Waku.
Abjuration.
Yes. But the scepter is non-magical.
Okay, then not interested.
Now, let us recall Larlock's hints in the dungeon.
Yes, I was trying to find it in the thing, but I couldn't find it in our chat because it wasn't a picture.
I think I did share that. Did I not share the picture? I thought I had.
Yeah, okay. You don't know. It's just put it in as text. Death to fire, dying or drown, precious air and falling sand. The army sleeps in silence. The mirror holds 12. Find the iron scepter's twin. The maze holds the key.
There you go.
Is there a twin for the iron scepter?
It sounds like it. Not immediately visible in the room.
The detect magic being
Embra.
up.
Sorry, yes.
Yeesh. I suppose night night, McClover. I suppose
Cheers,
with
bud.
the what is it? The Waku's detect magic being up.
Yeah.
Does Waku sense anything as they're going through before I start doing anything?
Waku
you've gone around that south side there.
Yeah. So he says, well, the throne is magic, and there's a lot of necromancy going on downstairs.
There's a twin somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't sense anything, I don't think. Let me just double check if I don't think the statues are magical.
Despite having the token of every. I was about to say the token of every single Amuan guard that we've had to throw down with. Yeah,
that is the icon for a statue. There's been a lot of animated statues.
Or inevitable death.
Now, Embra, what was your perception before?
With Amaris being lurking back up.
Oh
boy,
yeah.
Thank you, Amaris. That is a 28.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 or 1.
You're checking the whole room, right?
Yep. I'm doing a slow. Please do not let the floor eat me alive again.
Okay.
I don't want to get nommed today.
Okay. You discover you get baptized. You discover 2 secret doors. One easier than the other. In the northwest corner.
Yep.
You find a secret door, which is actually a jar.
Oh.
Of pickles.
Sorry. Delicious.
So there is actually a secret door there, which you just find by just like going into the alcove and like searching it at all. But there is also one that was properly closed and difficult to see down in the southeast, next to Waku there.
I alert the others. Do we sense? Does my treasure hunting nose, since I'm looking for an iron scepter twin?
What was the range on
Do
it?
I smell? You just said it was a thing I could smell. I think it was there. I think it was similar to detect magic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, good check. We need to.
Sorry,
we need
it
to
was
figure
the
that out, don't
gold.
we?
It was the gold key
Yeah, no problem.
that I picked up. If that helps.
Unkstum. There we go. The gold key. A Serax gift. Sorry, that's the actual name of the lich.
Oh.
Larlock in our thing of things. When harking back to when Candlekeep was a thing. It is within 30 feet.
Okay. Yep. All
So
right.
nothing.
As I check both secret doors, do I sniffeth the tang of jerk fried chicken?
Do you
in either
smell what the
direction?
Larlock is cooking? Let's find out.
Do I smell necromancy?
Well, again, it's just treasure, not magic. I'm afraid.
Precious metals, yes.
So you do sense a you do smell some jewels to the north. Yes.
Jewels to me again. We're going hard-boiled lollies. Yes, all right. There appears to be something to the north. I don't smell anything particularly.
Southeast, nothing in particular. No. Are you going to look through the door? Are you going to open it?
I am going to safely and carefully peek through as quietly as I can.
That is assumed.
Yeah. I do that. I go past the statue of the hornet. I go, excuse me, sorry.
Oh, are you doing north first?
Either or, because I was moving around this token area. In that case, I'd say south first, and then I do north, mainly because I was originally going to follow. That was Scorpion maneuvering with Walker.
Gotcha. You find the back lot. There is a spiral stair at the end of a short corridor that goes up and down.
Up and down.
Goes down too.
Down.
So there is,
which I like, because that means you don't need to go through the pit.
Yes.
Well, I do not recall any spiral staircase that we missed on the third floor.
This might be a fresh one.
I think no, you did find it, but you chose to go down the main staircase because you wanted to find the hints.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I found the staircase.
Oh, no, it's okay. Never mind. You're good.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
That leads to near
That would
what's
lead
his
us
name?
down.
Bony heads guy.
Yeah, if you go up, that will go back towards Wither's office and things. But if you go down, it will lead to whatever is connected to that strange mechanical sound and the greenery that you saw beneath.
Which we can avoid
in the depths.
Potentially impaling ourselves on local sprinkler systems.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's explore the north then. I'll go with you.
Okay, you'll move up to the north there. You're just ignoring the throne?
Yeah, for now.
For now, yeah, because we know that it has a twin. So I suppose we are seeking said twin.
Okay. As you get up there and you find, this is when you find the door, Ember will say, right? You followed Waku to the south and found the door there, and then you've continued your search around and you found the top there. The artists, the blind artists, are just, they're not doing anything. They're just painting these horrific scenes, Waku. And I think you see the one that has finished destroying the mural of the dwarf being eaten by the locusts, and is now starting on a picture of Amaris losing her arm.
I can hear Amaris now being like, "Hey, that's not nice. No one needs that reminder."
Okay, so let me just do this for you. And let's move this for chat. There you go, folks. You find a small room up above there. Yeah.
Glances over. Glances back. I heard a musical motif. I think this is the right way.
It is a different room. Ooh, nice music. Okay. As you move, you see quickly why the door was slightly open. As shuffling footprints in the dust of the chamber are being created by a strangely headed skeleton. Again, another of these curious creatures. The fourth is discovered here.
The skeleton with the weird thing on the front, the unicorn skeleton thingy.
You had found. Let's have a look here.
I've never
You
been
found-
present to find one.
Oh, okay. You found one up on the first level. There was one with a triangle-shaped kind of protrusion, like steel protrusion, like grafted into the bone. On level 2, there was a square. On level 3, there was a pentagon, and this one has a hexagon.
Goes into the square hole.
Please.
What do we do with these?
You've been killing them and just keeping the skulls.
Oh, should we go do that?
Well, before you do, let me describe through what scene the skeleton is shuffling. The walls of this room are adorned with tile mosaics of a jungle city intermingled with frescoes of flowering plants, birds, insects, and humans wearing gold skirts and carrying spears and ornate jugs. The ceiling is painted to look like a clear blue sky. A small bejeweled cockroach, which is what you sensed, Embra, rests atop a sarcophagus of black basalt in the middle of the room. A 2-foot diameter orb hanging from a chain above the sarcophagus is made of hammered gold and shaped to resemble a smiling sun.
Sarcophagus.
And
Assume
Amaris kind of looks, and Hugh also
Yeah.
looks around, and Hugh's like, This is the city I saw in those visions with that strange figure stalking me through the streets before they fell into decay. Amaris, I think this is Ormu in its heyday. And she's just like looking around, and it should be like this again.
I think Embra kind of is connecting things.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that this may be your great-grandmother's resting place, perhaps?
She looks at it and nods at you emphatically and points to where, like, from when you move in, you can see the top of the sarcophagus properly. It is etched with the name Napaka, the great-grandmother, the last ruler of Ormu.
I mean, could that replace a god?
Replace a god? Would you like to be inhabited by the soul of another grandmother? I do wonder if it makes sense, though, if Larlock is Lich in the Lich, to have like yes, but the true ruler lies behind. It's like my secret, right? It's rather nice of them to leave the place so pretty, though. Like,
True.
weird fan behavior, but like, you know.
Waku,
Yes.
very definitely, yeah, strange behavior. But Waku, your detect magic is pinging all over the place. I think that would still be in effect as you just went round the perimeter here. There are auras of evocation magic on the golden sun and the cockroach.
There are auras of evocation magic on the golden sun and the cockroach.
A
Yes.
protection, perhaps.
And
Evocation means stuff blows up. That's all I'm saying.
there is a strong and another strong evocation, like several smaller evocation auras within the sarcophagus, and another aura of transmutation.
Stuff in that sarcophagus.
There's also
Yeah, you got that one.
So the skeleton's still on here, right?
Uh-huh.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
the
just
skeleton.
scatter of bombs.
I was like,
yeah.
Just like, oh, by the way, there's a lot of evocation magic.
Hugh, I think Hugh's got
Bear.
all the different head pieces. Just catches that, grabs that.
Catches
So
the
anyway,
little-
I started blasting.
Gotcha.
That's gives Hugh the thing
Well,
because Hugh's got all the skulls. I'm pretty sure.
should we open it?
I look to Amaris because this is Amaris's great grandmother, right? Like, if she's seeking things like the chalice that we were talking about, amongst other things, they were likely buried with her, but at the same time,
That's a strong possibility, and from all reports and stories, the end of my family's reign in Ormu was nothing to be respected or revered. They were terrible people. One of the reasons... God, what the god's name that was here in Chult?
I've only got Overlocker, but it's not that.
God damn it, what was his name? Yeah, the
Not
one
Wongo.
that just abandoned them and left.
Yeah, every name is not coming to mind.
Right?
Like literally so many names. It's not Wongo because Wongo was
Someone in chat when I Google that. speed round. Who can find the name? And before my memory kicks in.
Ubtao.
Ubtao.
Yeah.
There we go. Ubtao.
What's
Sorry.
Uptow? That's
Yeah.
right.
Ubtao. Ubtao abandoned Chult in its entirety because of the corruption and sin of Ormu and the other peoples of the land.
All right, everybody out. Everybody out.
Okay.
And a skeleton that was damaged
The sacrificial skeleton.
grabs the cockroach after everybody vacates the room.
Okay. Let's have a look here.
Oh lordy. Oh.
You can see the lid of the sarcophagus is sealed with strips of melted lead.
Okay.
But we're going for the cockroach.
Okay.
As if someone was just going for the shiny.
I want to activate all of the magical traps.
Honestly, fair. Also, I will be right back. I am desperate to bathroom.
I'm trying to excuse me. Just trying to figure out. There we go. You saw actually when you got a closer look at this cockroach, Waku. It's actually a jewelry box.
Okay.
Made of gold and set with precious gems and 2 tiny black pearls for eyes. It looks very expensive.
Okay.
So you have the skeleton open the jewelry box. Okay. Nothing happens. You hear the sound of the box being opened.
I don't know what's in it, but I tell him to take whatever is inside of it.
Okay. Just to bring it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, nothing happens, and you you feel that the you feel that the skeleton's coming closer, and you hear its like bony footfalls on the stone, and it moves around the statue and emerges out, and you can see holding in its bony hands, it has 2 items. A small jade key shaped like a crocodile, and a necklace of dark red kind of like swirling patterned beads. Give me an Arcana check, Waku.
I was gonna say, is that what I think it is? Oh man, if that's what I think it is, it's above a 20.
Okay, you're good.
It's
You recognize this, Waku, as a necklace of fireballs
Oh, what?
with 8 beads remaining.
Oh no. That's a grenade set. That's just a set of grenades.
Hold on, writing this all down as
Get that.
Amar is grandma's tomb stuff, so we can properly debate about it when she returns.
Yeah. I mean, she gets first pick. It's grandma.
And then all of a sudden I'll take that, put it in its separate, a separate pouch of my pouch.
The necklace and the key?
Yes, for the debate about this with Amaris later section.
Okay.
Send the skeleton back in to like touch the sun. If it's, reachable.
It's just hanging above the sarcophagus there, where the little yellow globe is there.
Just touch it.
Just the skeletons going in?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I'm hoping it fills the room with fire. So that it melts the lead.
That too. You think that kind of lead could just be peeled off?
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, you send the skeleton in,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's.
Oh, if we think that the lead could be peeled off, we're gonna do that instead. Have the skeletons peel off the lead.
Okay.
Send them both in. Who cares?
Sure.
They're probably gonna need it to open the sarcophagus.
Okay, so yeah, you send them both in there, and you can hear them scraping and scrabbling away, and as you're gonna peek around and see how they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Right,
they
like
do.
Ember occasionally is like concerned face.
Let's have a look here. Yeah, it says they can easily be pried away, the strips of molten lead. And then you want them to try and open it.
Why would you
Yeah.
seal it with molten lead?
I think that was a fairly common thing.
Okay.
And give me an athletics check with advantage because they're both doing it.
8.
Rishi with all the puns today.
Love
8.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you hear the clack of bony hands up against the lid, and then nothing else.
They're not strong enough to
They are
open
not.
open the sarcophagus, Ember.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, what was that? I was too busy watching as like several joints disjointed from where they once were.
They're not strong enough.
They cannot.
I can. I just would like to ensure that the traps are not going to be trapped.
Okay. Bring one skeleton out. Hold on, let me just touch the sun first. Before you go in, Ember. Touch the sun.
Touch the sun, please.
Have it
touch
with a
your
skeleton.
local daylight.
Mhm.
So it's just touching the
Yeah, just like
golden
tapping
orb.
against it to see if it goes
Ting,
off.
ting, ting,
Okay.
ting.
There's a release trap button.
Do they? My brain has it as like a pull.
I did something.
I don't know if you have a skeleton.
There
in
is
your
a kind of roaring, sizzling sound, and Ember, despite your current form, I think actually no, with your current form, you're not too bad. But there is an intense heat, and actually because it said they were wooden statues of the hornet-headed things, didn't it? The statue right in front of you just bursts into flames. And
I think you're down a skeleton.
well, we'll see. Hang on. Oh, it's 3d6 fire damage. I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2, so it only takes 4 damage.
It's still
That's
up.
really impressive.
So it's just
That's really
blackened, charred. And as you look in, you're gonna look in to check after.
Yeah.
you can see-
I lean forward.
You see the smiling sun has faded to an inscrutable expression, quote unquote.
It is not
emits a
happy.
tremendous heat. It wasn't very tremendous. Sorry.
I mean, to a like skeleton, it was probably pretty tremendous.
Oh,
Does
actually,
it
hang on.
look like?
Hang on. Sorry. It
Yep.
takes that 4 damage at first, Waku, but then that heat is still radiating from it. What you have the skeleton do?
Nav pull back.
Okay, it quickly clatters out of the thing, leaping over the mouldering embers of the statue there, smoldering embers, excuse me. And as it leaves the area, the heat subsides.
And glances back over. Is the sun still happy again?
And it still has that inscrutable expression.
But like if we try to go back in, it's not hot anymore.
It's not anymore now. The heat has subsided.
Okay, so I think
The-
it's.
I think the heat has subsided a little bit over the years anyway. It hasn't been triggered for a while. apparently.
I triggered the trap.
I don't know if it'll re-trigger, but yes, all right.
Just
The
don't-
skeleton
Am I-
didn't
Don't
die.
touch the sun.
Don't touch the sun. Kubazan is in charge.
Huzzah.
Okay, bro. So the problem with these skeletons is that they lack calf muscle. Now, like a lot of people think that lifting is in the arms, but it's actually more to do with the glutes. What am I rolling to try and lift
By the
this
way,
up?
Waku, your detect magic is gone now, by the way.
Okay.
What am I rolling to do this?
Athletics.
Okay. So Kubazan Embra rolls a 19. Is that sufficient to like shift the thing?
You lean into it, and yes, and so you got 19, you said, right?
19, yeah.
Yeah, it was the DC 12. So yeah, you are able to. Oh, sorry, 15. It was a bit higher than I thought. You lean into it, and you are able to push the basalt sarcophagus lid off. And
Ember is apologizing constantly during all of this. Kubazan's like, now, like, see, this is why you need to activate your glutes. Gotta.
Inside, you are all kind of shocked, and Ember, you are professionally curious, I think, as a embalmer and dealer with the dead,
Well,
as was.
Brackle was, but
Oh, you don't have any of those memories? Okay. The contents is revealed, and you observe the magically preserved remains of Queen Napaka resting. That's why it was sealed, so no little bugs or anything got in, or any 3-headed rats. She is, an elderly woman,
Yeah.
but there's no rot, there's no decay. Quite dry, I would imagine. Quite kind of like that kind of mummified. Although it says magically preserved, so I don't think she's even like looking mummified. It's just looking
probably
as she did, just like an elderly lady.
maybe like a sustained, almost akin to Spare the Dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can
style.
see a family resemblance to Amara's. And she's wearing the tattered remnants of a black gown and a hornet's mask made of gold, which is
Yes, that detect
smelling
magic
nice.
again.
Detect magic. Okay. You see that also in her left hand, she is holding an iron scepter with an adamantine head, and the transmutation magic is on that Waku that you sensed before.
That one's magical.
The
The other one was not.
I apologize. I look over to Waku because if Waku doesn't hurry to touch anything, it is going to be Kubazan that's like, okay, this is the thing we need. All right, because I've got recklessness embedded in this froghemoth soul that is applied into me.
Let's.
Are you doing something before I touch anything? 'Cause
No,
that's
I'm
who's
too
in charge.
cautious.
Sweet. Yeah, Kubazan Embra double checks, apologizes profusely, goes, excuse me, ma'am, may I borrow this? Waits for a response.
Where are you?
I am
Everyone, put your
mentally.
tokens where you are, please.
Mentally. If Ember's pushed it open, it's there.
Yeah.
Or I
Skeletons
suppose
will be
like more like here
outside.
because we're pushing.
Behind Embra, then.
Okay. Yeah, because you have.
Amaris, I'm assuming, is nearby, especially
Right,
if
she
this
had
is
been,
to
hadn't
do
she?
with.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Hugh.
because she mentioned some
Did,
stuff.
did you
Hugh as well.
did Hugh help you with the lid?
No, it was just me.
Okay.
But I essentially go, ma'am, may we please borrow your scepter for an indefinite period with the intention to give it to your inheritor.
There is no reply.
I will take. It's like,
I could speak with Dead with her.
ooh, does that work?
I
Do
mean,
you want to have a conversation with her?
I feel like it would only be fair if Amaris, got some questions.
Yeah, that's true. But that feels like something we should probably wait for Maddie for. No, like I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away potential grandma time.
Yeah, that's why I was hopeful to the end that she was going to be here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are close to end time. Could we save it for next time? Finish a little early?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff to do for work anyway. So that's
why don't we end it today, and then hopefully they could be here for the discussion.
Yeah, because like if you can cast that like grandma question time.
I cast it at will, so.
Oh, sick.
Okay, so yeah, as you gather around this sarcophagus and the magically preserved resting form of Queen Napaka, we shall see as Waku starts to chant and creates the ritual to communicate with this ancient queen. And we shall leave things for today there. Thank you.
Thank you. I just really want Eddie here for it.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah, totally. I was just trying to figure out what order things are happening. Okay, so let us wrap up there. Thank you, dear friends. You have survived the baleful 4 fire damage of the fire trap there. That was a lucky roll. Or unlucky, depending how you want to look at it.
That was a very lucky roll for that skeleton.
It was only 3d6, but could have been much worse. Okay, cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Nice. You think you have found every corner of this level of the dungeon?
Yep.
If memory serves, let me just check, see if I can completely get rid of the fog of war. I can. Let's do that. Reveal all. Boop. There we are.
Sick. Wait, we completed a dungeon level almost, but not quite.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. You have let's artist out the way. Finished that level 4 there, and you have found the stairway down into the depths to go and check out what's going on down with those strange mechanical noises. But we will get to that after we have finished talking with Napaka and seeing what's going on here. Massive thank you everyone for joining us. Absolute pleasure as always. Waku, where can people find you on the material plane?
Well, I'm a simulacrum built for the sole purpose of playing Dungeons & Dragons, so you'll not be finding me on the material plane. I'm kept in John's basement or closet at his pleasure. So come back so that I have an opportunity to leave the cold, dark that is my
Existence.
my living quarters and play again.
Thank you. And Amber, good stuff.
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlet Song, she, her. You're not alike and librarian. When I am not here playing Embra, who is at war with their him bro self. I am a cozy TTRPG. And for those who have entered the giveaway, good luck. I hope you enjoy your copy of Cottagecore Critters when they come around at the end when we gather up all of the information required to distribute those. But in terms of things happening soon, you'll be able to see me at Conquest, GMing and selling Cottagecore Critters live in late April, as well as, oh gosh, what's the best way to describe it? Running stuff in general. I'm going to be starting back up with like monthly one-shots over on Start Playing. So if you're interested in games like Werewolf, 5e, and like Household by Two Mice, please come join. Be a tiny individual in a long abandoned home, filled with faith, with me. But yes, thank you.
Thank you. And before I chat about stuff over this end, yes, that said giveaway, if you are not entered, please do jump in. We have a digital copy of Cottagecore Critters to give to one of you lucky folks. This fabulous new cozy RPG from said Scarlet Song is a lovely social mechanic rich, story filled, lovely cozy experience. Think Peter Rabbit, think Wind in the Willows, think Toad and Frog, and all those kind of fun adventures. Perfect for playing with kids and friends alike. And you can check it out here at the end of the week on Thursday or Friday, depending where you are in the world. Join myself, Maddie, Bridget, Mike, and from the Uncaged anthology series, the fabulous Unseelie Jess and Drazilian are going to be joining us as various critters to play through an original one-shot of my design, which will be heavily pulling from my fellow Cumbrian in the UK. I live just across the lake from Beatrix Potter's farm, so we'll be heavily leaning into Peter Rabbit vibes, I think. Not not the new movies, although they were very nicely animated.
Yes.
think
They were a different
Beatrix
vibe.
Potter rabbits rather than James Corden. Okay. Now, I think he did have a good like cheeky voice for it.
Yeah.
And like the bits where they went into town, like where Farmer McGregor went into town, that's literally the town I lived in. It was filmed.
Okay.
It was filmed where I grew up as a kid.
That's
it was great.
sick.
It was so weird to see all the shops and stuff. It's like, whoa, that shop changed. Oh, that shop changed. It was great.
Yeah, know what you mean.
Very nostalgic. Okay, so let us jump back into this here. If you want to find out what's going on with that one shot and another chance to win if you're unlucky today, which you'll find out in a moment, jump to the Discord for all things Phoenix UK. Chance to steer the ship soon, as we'll be heading off on new adventures before too long. Exciting news about the upcoming Candela Obscura Session 0 next week. Very excited to get that going. There's some very special guests and collaborations not only with Scarlet Song but also those fabulous folks over at Three Black Halflings coming up. So lots of exciting things happening soon. Check out that on the Discord, and we look forward to sharing that with you when the time comes. But till then, let us say thank you in a more digital manner with this giveaway of ours. Let me close up the entries. Good luck, everyone. Today's copy of Cottagecore Critters goes to Turbo KKV. Congratulations. Just to double check, I don't think they were lucky enough to win last time. Let me remind myself who was our lucky winner last time. Sorry, I meant to check this before. No, that's of course, yeah, this should be easy to Josh the Pirate down at Corsair's Cove won the first one, and then the fabulous Lee, who was in the process of trying to buy it as they won last time. So sorry, I stole the customer for you there.
Right.
But yes, they are very excited to see how that plays out. So yes, Turbo, congratulations. Rishi, yes, you did definitely worth checking out the link there. Let me drop the link in chat one more time. Everyone do check out the cool new game. And we will have a couple more chances to win. All of our streams this month have copies to give away. So we do have the wonderful one shot itself on Friday, Thursday, depending where in the world. And then we will have next week's and the week after's. We've got two more Tomb of Annihilations, and there'll be a Center's Tyranny in there as well.
What's that?
It wasn't that last week, right? Yeah. So yeah, this Friday. Sorry,
Yeah.
got my schedule messed up. Yeah, this Friday we'll have the Coachcore Critters one shot and Jacinta's Tyranny. If you're on this side of the world, it's a Thursday, Friday if you're on the other side. But sandwiching your sleepy dreams, come and join us for that. But that's all for today, friends. We are going to head off raiding, as we love to do. So that's good raiding music. Huzzah! Cutlasses in bare teeth.
Raid?
We swing across and raid into who's on at the moment. Oh, that's different, folks. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's somewhere we haven't been for a while. And you were mentioning bronies before, Embra. Friend of our channel artist Emma, who did this wonderful art for us. Check her out. The lovely Thomas over at the Baronade is doing a subathon on day 35 of a subathon. Wow.
Heck yeah.
So he is a very big brony, if memory serves. So let's go and say hi to Tom.
My people.
And see how he's doing with this subathon. Everyone stick around for the raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Thank you.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Cheers, everyone. Oyasumi.